Hi. I was going to talk about the nativity set. When we were first married, I told my husband, please, 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 can we not do Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny, like, ever? And he was like, yeah, that's fine with me. And yay. I just did not want to do that with my children. So we just never did that. But after we'd been married several years and we started learning history of the holidays and stuff, I had a nativity set out, and I was talking to a friend who actually went to a different church. I think it was a Church of Christ. And she said, oh yeah, we don't believe that Christmas is when Jesus was born. That's why we do Santa Claus. So that was her reasoning for doing the whole Christmas thing and doing Santa Claus, because Christmas really had nothing to do with Jesus anyway. And she said, I hate it when people have the nativity scene out. And I'm like, well, I think the nativity scene should be out all year long. And she's like, oh, well, I hadn't thought of that. So since then, to be a person of my word, I have had a nativity, usually more than one nativity scene out all year long. But one of the fun things that we do is the wise men, whenever we go through the house and dust, which I'm going to tell you, we live on a dirt road in Oklahoma where there's a lot of wind and a lot of dust. Yeah, we don't do a lot of dusting. But when we dust, we move the wise men around. Okay? So while other people are having this frantic, all this stuff happening during Christmas and during December, and they're worrying about, oh my goodness, I forgot to move the elf on the shelf, which I don't even know when that started. We've never done that. If you don't want to do the elf in the shelf and you want an alternative, there's a few different alternatives. But if you want something that just really has nothing to do with any of the pagan stuff and you want to be completely on the safe side, move the wise men around. Throughout the year, because it would have taken a year for the wise men to get there, at least a year, if not two. He wasn't a baby anymore by the time the wise men got there, right? He was not a baby anymore. He didn't come right after the shepherds. The wise men didn't come when the shepherds were there. Different time, they saw the star and they got on the road. Okay, by the time they got there, Joseph had set up shop somewhere. So they were no longer in the manger, no longer in a cave or a sukkah or whatever they were in. And baby Yeshua was walking around, probably toddling, or at least pulling himself up. So he was getting around when they showed up. So when they showed up, and it's very likely that they did show up in December, according to the stars and the astronomy and kind of going back in time of where the stars are and stuff, it is very, very likely that they could have been, because while there could have been this special star, there definitely could have been an angel, that's what stars are, specifically for that time period showing them the way. But they were looking for signs. Daniel had told the Chaldeans what to look for and when he was going to be coming. He knew when it was going to be happening. So he left his inheritance. He had no children. He was a eunuch. He left his inheritance to the Son of God. He's like, God gave me this wealth, because he was a wealthy man. He was like, second in the kingdom, basically, in several kingdoms. So he had to have been a very wealthy man. So he left his wealth to be given to the Messiah. And he knew when he was going to come. He knew what the signs would be. Not like the exact date. They weren't sitting there waiting for him, But they knew what to look for. And they had that wealth of Daniel's to take to him. So, that's just awesome how God prepares things for hundreds of years. He prepares things. For hundreds of years, he's been preparing things for you. So, if you want to do something fun with your family and you want to keep it completely biblical, take those wise men and every time you dust the house, move them to a different place in the house and let the children, oh, the wise men are there today. It's fun. It's a lot of fun and it's all year long. You don't need an Easter egg hunt by chickens. Okay? They never lay in the boxes that you want them to lay. It is an Easter egg hunt every single day. And it doesn't even have to be about Easter or Ishtar or Semiramis or any of those. Okay? So anyway, yeah, a fun thing to do. I thought I would share that. I was thinking about that this morning. What we do with our nativity scene. We've got several. We've got little plastic nativity scenes. The little granddaughter was playing with Mary and it was little grandson was playing with Mary and the baby and had Mary holding the baby and the little plastic set that you can get on, well, you used to be able to get on christianbook.com, and it has the little manger separate, and he was had Mary pushing the manger like it was a stroller. It was adorable. It was absolutely adorable. So anyway, thought for the day, something fun for the children and fun for you, to move things around. And maybe somebody who comes to visit will say, hey, why do you got wise men over here? Where's the rest of the nativity set? And then you can tell them, hey, the wise men had a long journey that took over a year. So every time I dust, I move the wise men around. And you can show them the nativity set, and it might give you a chance to share the gospel. Isn't that fun? Anyway, have you picked this up yet? Have you picked this up? It's available on Amazon. This is all 4 magazines from 2023. And if you're not subscribed, hop over to prairiedusttrail.com and subscribe. $20 a year, $5 a magazine. And this is free on Kindle Unlimited if you have that membership. So, and you can get a paper version if you would like. So, the regular subscription is a digital version that comes in your email, and we decided at the end of the year that we would print all of them together. It's black and white, so it can make it more affordable for you to be able to buy. There's tons of great stuff in here. So, yeah, pop on over and make sure to get that for yourself or for somebody that you know that's interested in homesteading. So, bye.